Hello everyone, it is I, Ryan, also known as thelovebat. And so I am here once again to go ahead and bring another episode in my Let's Play of Blood Bowl 2 with my Lizardman team, the Sea of Red. And so last time, before the Christmas break, we were able to go ahead and win the Chaos Cup, which I guess coincidentally coincided with winter, and so I just celebrated Christmas over the past weekend here with my family and friends and everyone that's nice about Christmas and everything that is nice about Christmas. And so we concluded winter here in the game by winning the Chaos Cup tournament, and we were able to go ahead and make good work of this winter competition. We were able to go obviously undefeated since it was tournament format, and we beat the Necromantic team in our final showdown to win the tournament. Of course, there was a bit of a plot twist. I guess there must have been a glitch in the system or a glitch in the game somewhere that prevented the first match that we played from resolving and from actually counting as a win officially. But we were still awarded things like the star player points and things like that. Like, yeah, as you can see here, it says, like, we definitely won. Oh. Well, I didn't actually know that. Like, how... Okay, then. Well, I guess the game wasn't glitching out. I just was an idiot. I didn't even know that that was how the format worked for the final day. Like, I never thought that that was actually a thing where it was best 2 out of 3. Like, I assumed in the previous episode that it must have been best 2 out of 3 for it to work that way. I thought maybe it was a game that was just a glitch in the system for some reason. But I guess, like, I mean, I was mistaken, but the game did not communicate this to me in any way other than looking at the schedule. And I looked at every single tab except for the schedule, and it was not anywhere. Like, it should say in the overview or somewhere that that is the case. Like, you shouldn't have to go to the schedule to see if the format is a best 2 out of 3. It should say it somewhere else, like when you're going to play the first match. So you have to win 2 games to win the championship, 2 out of 3. But unfortunately, the game didn't really communicate that very well. It's only on the schedule tab here, and not any of the other tabs. Or when you play the first game, it doesn't tell you. And so that's a lack of information there that the game should honestly tell you and be more upfront about. But again, as I said last time, all's well that ends well. And, you know, last time I wondered, well, is it best 2 out of 3? Like, what's going on there? Like... So I thought that that might have been the case, but the game just didn't communicate it to me. So if it had communicated it to me, then I could accept that. You know, best 2 out of 3, that might make sense for you know, a series of games. You know, the NBA does it for the playoffs, the national, the basketball, the big basketball league of them all. The NBA does series in the playoffs to win. The NHL, the hockey league, also does the same thing, and Major League Baseball, the big baseball league, also does that in the playoffs. So it's not an unusual thing in the playoff format. It's just it wasn't really communicated, and it didn't happen in any other round of the tournament. All the other rounds of the tournament were single elimination, so that was just a little bit confusing. So at least now we know that the game wasn't screwing up there and it was functioning correctly. Either way, we still did win both of the matches, and so while I was confused last time, at least now I'm more aware of that, and maybe in the future I can check up on the tournament to see if that might be a thing. I mean, best 2 out of 3 is still good because that does give us more of a chance for star player points, which we were able to rack up a little bit last time and get a level up with Axel of the Lake. Got a movement speed boost as one of our newest players. He was able to get a nice good old level up, and then obviously he is a rising star, but obviously Croc Hunter was the big winner last time. With his second level up, he got +1 strength, and so getting that on a bashing player is so rare that you get it on your prime bashing player that he is just going to be a stud. Knocking him down is going to be very difficult because getting a 2-die block on him is going to be next to impossible for most players. You would have to have a 5 strength player and then having 2 assists to get a 2-die block on him, and you'd probably need players of guard to knock him down in the middle. And plus, we have another player of guard as well, Rocks of Gold. So it'll be really difficult to take care of these guys in the middle here by just getting a bunch of assists, having a high strength to have trouble knocking them around, as it were. And so our Lizardmen are going to go ahead and be really tough to deal with and tough to knock down, and kind of helping each other out with guard abilities in there. In the future, I'm going to get lots of block skills, I think, on them. So that way they're going to be harder to knock down and be better offensively when blocking other people. So let's see how we're going to go ahead and handle things now that we've gotten some pretty good level ups here. And we just need to find out now what exactly will be our next competition here. And so we have 2 more competitions to do for this particular season. I'm not exactly sure how seasons work in single player. I know in multiplayer it's like a reset of some kind. I don't know, I guess to keep things competitive in the format or whatever. I'm not exactly sure how that works specifically. I know in some other things like Magic the Gathering Arena, you know, eventually you have different formats that come and go instead of seasons. Like there's semi-seasons, but it's not too big of a deal. And Magic the Gathering, people usually work their way back up to a ranking in that. So let's see, we have the NEF Spring Championship. I don't think I'm going to go for that. A Franken Cup. So I guess we have lots of Cians here, so I guess maybe taking advantage of either a Cian entry-based tournament that we have to enter with an entry fee of Cians or whatever these are. I mean, I think they're called Cians or Cian coins or something like that, but Brutal Cup is only available in summer, and we are in spring, I believe. Green skins. So I guess green skins might imply orcs, I guess. But and I guess they like lots of other hard-hitting teams in there. Or that could also mean Lizardmen as well, but Lizardmen, at least in this game, they look like they have more blue skin instead of green. So I guess, and I'm not sure what we do with Cians other than just using it to pay for entry fees to admission for these tournaments, or if we use them as a coach for entering other kinds of tournaments, potentially in multiplayer, you know, player versus player tournaments and leagues. Let's see, we already won, I guess. Oh, it's already completed. Alright, so the tournament for the Outcast Cup's already completed. That tournament's already done with. That one's already done with. And that one's already done with. So we just won the Chaos Cup. So I guess the competitions that we have available to us are the NEF Spring Championship, the Franken Cup, and then the Blood Bowl Qualifiers, I think. So I think that those are our 3 options. So it might be prudent, I guess, to go with the Blood Bowl Qualifiers, I guess, because then in this season we can compete in the actual Blood Bowl tournament, I guess. Let's see, where's the actual Blood Bowl tournament here? Okay, so this is the Blood Bowl. Competition is only available in the summer, so we'd have to go ahead and win the qualifiers for the spring part of the season, and then during the summer season that is next, then we would enter into the Blood Bowl tournament. So let's see. Yeah, so this one would be, I think, what is the schedule like? I want to look at, I mean, I guess I can't see if it's like single elimination or best 2 out of 3 for anything, but because like it should just tell you in the overview what you're going to have to look forward to for that, but I guess it doesn't. Okay then, well, I guess we have to decide basically between the Franken Cup and between the Blood Bowl qualifiers here. So first 16 teams receive a ticket. Okay, so how many teams register? 50? Okay. So I guess there'll be 25 matches in the first one. Not sure how it would work after that. There's 50 teams that register, but makes it kind of hard to have a tournament format. I mean, I guess maybe the qualifiers, they don't have it tournament style. I would assume that maybe it's just you play some of the teams, like maybe it's a round robin style or some other thing like that. What's the schedule like? I guess we can't look at it. What about competition settings? Does it say anything over here? Does not really say anything there, I guess. We just know that there's going to be lots of teams registering, and I guess we're just going to have to win, I think, all of our games maybe to get through that. I don't know if it's a round robin or a group stage style. And then if you win in the group stage, then you qualify or something like that. You know what? I think we're just going to go with the Blood Bowl qualifiers here regardless, because I think we just want to play in the Blood Bowl Championship when it comes to the summer season. And so I guess we're just going to play through 8 rounds here, I guess, against, I don't know if it's 8 random teams. But I guess if we win a number of our matches and we place in the top 16 of all the teams, then that'll get us through the qualifiers. And then I guess the 16 teams that make it here are going to be the 16 teams that are entered into the actual Blood Bowl tournament come the Blood Bowl tournament time. So yeah, top 16 teams here, they'll qualify for the final, you know, the grand, you know, finale Blood Bowl, the main event Blood Bowl tournament, and then we'll duke it out there once we get there. Okay, so we might see another team again from this qualifying tournament here, or qualifier competition, I guess. So alright, so we have an Undead opponent for our first opponent in our Blood Bowl qualifiers, qualifying, you know. And I think we've played one Undead team before here that have the mummies for their big bruisers, and I guess they are fortunate enough to have a mummy that has a 6 strength, so they'll be able to match up against our 6 strength player, but we do have the numbers advantage as far as bashing players. I think we're going to have an easier time getting assists in there. So let's see what they all have. They have +1 strength, guard, and stand firm. Okay. Then they can potentially get mutations, but they haven't yet, so that's interesting. See how the other players are leveled up. I guess they have a +1 agility ghoul, so that might be someone that picks up the ball and runs it with them. So having block, dodge, sidestep, and +1 agility, that could give us some problems there. It might be hard to get them on the ground. And they'll be able to dodge out of our tackle zones pretty effectively if we can't get them on the ground. And as we've shown with our Skink, having sidestep and dodge basically means that it's difficult to make things work the way that you want them to, so it makes it just kind of difficult to try and corner them into a certain area if they can sidestep out of it. And then they have a zombie here with block, tackle, and guard. So they might have an easier time dealing with the skink with their tackle player if they have them maybe on the edges of the map or of the field. Then we have a ghoul with block and dodge. So they have lots of block and dodge. And then they have some stand firm and some guard. So this will be an interesting match, to say the least. I mean, I think that our skink match up pretty well against their agility players, as far as we have more movement speed. And we have lots of dodge and sidestep. And then we have 2 movement speed boosted players. And then our 4 strength Lizardmen are still going to be pretty good here. They have enough movement to keep up with most of their players. So, I mean, it's going to be an interesting matchup. I think we're mostly evenly matched because most of our star player points are tied up in our skink players. And so that's kind of where our value comes in, is lots of them having sidestep. And then we have a couple of catchers and movement speed boosts. And then we have sure feet for semi-movement boosts for some of these players. So we're a very mobile team, and then we have tough guys to bash, and then the skink to kind of swarm and then pick up the ball and then run it in. So it's going to be an interesting match, and so I'm hopefully not going to be as confused this time around with the tournament format compared to last time, where I was unawares that we would be playing a best 2 out of 3 format, and I was calling bullshit, and apparently I was the one that was bullshitting there, I guess, and I was just caught unawares of the format last time with the lack of communication from the game. But all is well now, and now we know for the future, and they are going to get a star player and an extra team reroll for their inducements to match up against us. They definitely have more valuable players than us as far as who has their star player points. We just have lots of skink that are leveled up, and so it's not the ideal thing to have the skink scoring, but they're the best candidates to score. And obviously the goal is to win the match, and we do have, at the very least, more chances to get quality level ups with the skink if we level them up a lot. And in the last tournament, it was just a bit more difficult for me to try taking chances to maybe try and get the ball into one of my big boys' hands, one of my bigger Lizardmen. So I could have tried handing the ball off to one of them, so that way I could get them in for a touchdown and get them the star player points and get them going for the level ups, but it's kind of hard to chance that when it's like a single elimination format. And sometimes a mistake can cost you, snowball things out of your favor. So there's our big hulky Lizardman team now, a sea of red, and going up against more stinky undead that we're going to just have to do away with and win it all. Alright, so let's see how they're... Yep, we're going to go on defense. That's no surprise. We usually go on defense. And I think we want to move you right there. And I think we just want to match up as a bashing team against them. So we want to get our big men in here. And I think we want to protect the movement speed players. They are probably the most valuable to us, I think. So you have sure feet and you have movement speed. Oh, maybe we'll keep him in there to get him leveled up, maybe. If we can do that. Let's protect him, though. And then we'll go ahead and take you out of the game and put one of the big boys in there. So let's see, you're valuable, and you're valuable, and then you have movement speed and catch. Let's see, you have sidestep, You also have sidestep, so... But I guess I don't really need to have Skink out on the edges there if I don't need to. We can just have our bigger guys in there and force them to blitz more towards the middle of the field. And let's get you in there since you don't have any star player points yet, and we'll kind of protect the guys that are close to leveling up but they don't have guard yet, or block, or anything like that. Keep trying to move my players, and then it seems like these portraits are getting in the way of completing my selections here. Okay, so we have you there. Put you in front and protect everybody. Alright, so I have the edges guarded pretty well. Now it's a matter of, do I want to have 5 in here instead of 3 in the middle? I think maybe I do actually want 5 players in here, actually. Because I can still cover the edges of the field, I think. And with my 2 guard players, it's still going to be fairly good here, so let's go ahead and do this. They do have sidesteps, so sideline, again, not an issue. And we have them 2 back here as kind of like a safety net a little bit. And I think we'll save the setup, actually, because we have kind of the ideal team set up now. We have the maximum number of source players on our roster that we can get, so this is probably the best defensive setup going forward for us. And then sidelining some Skink to protect them on defense. Alright, so they get quick snap, but they can't honestly... They're not honestly going to be able to do much here, I think. Yeah, and they choose not to do much with it, I think, but... So they do have the skeleton star player that I think is going to try getting injuries with their knife attack here, or whatever it is. Yeah, stab. So it looks like they're just moving and setting things up first. And they do get an injury, but it's only a stun. That's good enough, for me at least. I'm okay with that. We can easily bash him in. They'll get a blitz on a Skink, but that's not too bad. That's kind of expected. And with dodge, we are going to have an easy time running circles around them. Honestly, I don't mind if their ghoul wants to try and get into scoring position there. And they're taking chances with the 1-die blocks here, so I'm okay with that. So let's go ahead and stand you up. They didn't knock anyone else down. That's good. And then we prevent the assist by having him right there. Kind of make it difficult for them to be able to get through that area. Now the question is, I think we can get a block right here. And we can also get an assist over here as well, but I think what we can do is we can go over here, blitz this guy over here, and then we will have him not follow up the block, and then he can, I think, go ahead and provide an assist on him, maybe? I don't know if it's going to be enough for a 3-dice block, but we can try. What might also, I mean, there's a lane open over here, so I think I might just take this. No, I don't want to do that. I mean, it might be good just to go ahead and maybe get an assist on him. See if maybe we can make our blitz a little bit better and just kind of open up the middle here and bash them in. So if we go here and then blitz here, that's still just a 2-die. But I think if we get right here, Or, I don't know, maybe right here, even. If we get right there, we can make it a 2-die, and then maybe try and protect our Skink a little bit. Just get players close to the ball and attack them. Force them to address it. And then if we go here, is that a 3-die blitz now? It's not enough. Okay then, well, I think we can also maybe get him in there for an assist. So let's go ahead and do this then. We'll just try and get the 3-die blitz. They're not going to be able to blitz more than one of these Skinks, so we're not really too worried about that. But we'll take this. It's enough. A non-risky action for the first block. Okay, so we'll do this, and we'll stay for this, and provide an assist down here for this block. That still isn't enough. But that would be a 3-die block, so I think we can go ahead and safely take this. Anything that's a 3-die block is a good one. And then let's open up a lane over here. And let's go ahead and follow it up. Oh, injury? Nope. Just a stun, but that's okay. And then if we can knock him down, that would be wonderful. Even a push could open things up, maybe for my other guy to get in there, but... Okay, so we knock him down. He does sidestep, but that's okay, and then we're going to go ahead and stay away from the skeleton. And now we want to go ahead and get you over down the field. Threaten the ball, and then we do have some big lizards over here if they want to try anything. Blocking, I mean, he has block and dodge, so getting him on the ground is not going to be as easy. So let's just go for the zombie here, since this is an easier block to handle. And let's go ahead and follow, so they don't have a free block on him with the ghoul. And then let's just go and get you up the field and dodge you out of there. So they have one block and one blitz, and that's all they have. So I'm satisfied with that. Their star player is not going to be injuring anyone this turn, I think. And then they have one block with a zombie here, and that's about it. And then they can blitz somebody, but we have 4 different players that are in position to attack the ball here. So they could go for a little bit of a cage here. They could get the white there, and then they could get one of their ghouls over there to try and make it difficult for us to blitz the ball carrier here. And they might be able to get the mummy semi back there to kind of make a little bit of a stone wall with him being unable to get moved around too much. So I think they're setting up like a 2-die block right there, and then maybe they're going to go ahead and blitz with the skeleton. Their star player guy. Okay. So that is what they're doing. Let's see what happens. And they get a both down, or not a both down, but they get a attacker down. And loner fails, so... And he gets KO'd! How does this keep happening? Like, the star players that the opposing teams get for their inducements, I always seem to like KO them out of the match, and they don't really get to do a whole lot. So, I mean, that's definitely good for me. Good for me and woe for them. But, I mean, I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. And now I can maybe get a 3-die blitz if I can get my big man in there. He has guard. My other guard player was down. I don't know if I can get him in there. I don't have break tackle yet, so... How did Croc Hunter get prehensile tail? I don't know how that happened. Like, did I miss something last time? I know I got +1 strength, but how did prehensile tail happen? I mean, I'll take it. I mean, maybe because I rolled double 6 or whatever, maybe that's how I got a mutation out of it, but I know I got the +1 strength. When did that happen? I don't know, maybe I have to go check the footage, because maybe I'm just missing something there, but... Okay, so, let's see about... I don't know if I can get him fully in there, but... I can at least get him... Oh, that's a 5+ dodge. I have to dodge to get over there, so how about this, then? Well, I still have to dodge. Alright, so I have to make a block before I can dodge or go through there. So let's go ahead and... Let's just get you over here, then. And then... Let's go ahead and just get you right over there. Nope, I want you to move. What? No, I don't want you to foul. What? I did not see that there's still someone sitting there because my dude is just too big. Alright, well that was a foul up, no pun intended by me. I didn't see their player on the ground there. It's hard to remember all the time where their players are situated because I just couldn't see him on the ground. My dude is way too tall and it kind of blocks the view of that. Alright, so I'll have to dodge to get players out of there. So I'm just going to go ahead and blitz here. And I'm not going to fudge around with anything else. That's just a 1 dive blitz, so I think we definitely want to get 1 assist in there. Okay, now let's do the blitz. I want to have the reroll for the blitz first. Don't want both down because he has blocks, so... Alright, that's definitely better. Yeah, since he has both down, or block for both down rolls, that would just be kind of bad, so... Okay, so we get the ball right there. Now we need to make some blocks very quickly. Okay, so this one works out. Let's push them down over there. And let's go ahead and stay so they don't get free blocks on us. And then let's go ahead and get you up over here. And then let's have you go ahead and try and pick up the ball. We already used our reroll here, but we do at least manage to pick it up, and then let's go ahead and get you dodged out. Yeah, I don't want to try going for it there. And let's try and move you at least next to somebody. Alright, and then you're just going to have to stand there and kind of take up space, so prevent them from doing as much. But I do have a guard player right there, so it kind of makes things a bit difficult for the zombie to try and make a block there. One die blitz does not work out for them. And so now they're not going to be able to get the ball carrier on the ground since they already used their blitz and they didn't try setting up some assists before making the block. So, and then they used their reroll for a different block here, so it kind of... Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that they wouldn't want to reroll a one die blitz if they already got a push, but I would think that you would want to try and set up some assists first on a skink, because you only would need one there to help out. And just to try and get a better block there. Okay, so they knocked a couple guys down here, but not really of much consequence, thankfully, so let's go ahead and get these guys stood back up. And we can get a 2-die block on the white here, and then that would be able to go ahead and make sure that we don't have to dodge out with our ball carrier to get out of there. I guess the question is, how many assists could we possibly get? If we take care of him, then we would free up him, Can he get over there? I think he can. So that would make one more assist for a block on him. I don't know if we can get more than a 2-die though, so I'm not sure if that's really worth it. First thing we're going to do though is we're just going to go ahead and I think make this block then, since it's a 2-die. I don't think we can get more than a 2-die with this block here, so we're just going to do it now and have a reroll for it. Okay, so this works out. And we're going to move him over there. And I guess we'll follow the block here. And we'll have things kind of caged up if things go wrong with this block down here, or a blitz or some kind. We want to get these guys some star player points, obviously, so I think it's not a bad idea to try and make some blocks down here first. I think if we just hit him, then we can free up the Skink to get another assist and get another 3-die block. So let's do this one first. Okay, so it pushes fine. Not ideal, but fine. And we'll stay here. We'll stay. And then leave the zombie out in no man's land. And then if we make a block here, or if we go ahead and get the Skink over here now, we can get a 3-die block, I think. And then if we just get a push here, we can follow up and maybe get another 3-die. I don't know, maybe it's just a 2-die, but... Okay, so we get the knockdown on that zombie. Free up the other guy here. And let's just go ahead and stay here. Okay, and then... I don't think I can get any more than just another couple of 2-die blocks here. Oh, no, I think we'll just go ahead and move you up here. In case this 2-die block goes terribly wrong. Let's see, does he... So let's go and try and get some star player points before doing anything. Okay, so push is fine. Not really of any consequence there. The zombie's not going to dodge anywhere, so... He has block, but both down is terrible for us, so not really worth sweating about on that one. And we'll go stay there. Alright, so we weren't able to get any more star player points, but that's fine. We are going to score a touchdown with Axel of the Lake, my rising star, and get him another level up here. I could have tried drawing that out a little bit more, but why bother? Let's just go ahead and go for the score, go for the jugular, and really rub these touchdowns in as far as we can take it against these ghastly undead. So we got all the fans cheering for us. We got their star player out of the game there by scoring quickly, so they got him for 3 turns, and that was it. I guess defensive setup 2 was the one. Oh, like, do we have... Like, what's this exclamation point all about? Are they KO'd or what? Like, was there some patch that I'm unaware of that... Oh, sweltering heat. Okay. I didn't see that down there. Like, what's that all about? I mean, I guess some of their players are out because of the sweltering heat, but they're not valuable players, I guess, so... But that's okay. Like, we still have several players here that we can, again, substitute in. I think we'll still hold him out of the game. He's a valuable player to us. So I guess what we're going to have to do here is we're just going to have to put 3 men in the middle this time and then cover the edges with 2 Sauruses. We do have our 2 guard players here in the middle, so That will make things a little bit easier, at least, that we don't have to worry about them being out of the game. And then I guess we want the player in the middle to have 0 star player points in case he gets knocked around here. And then let's put you over here. And then we're going to put you out on the sideline there. And then you go towards the middle. And then we're going to put you, I guess, switch you up. And then I think we definitely want you out here on the side. Let's see here. Stick you back there. Maybe I just want to put you guys out here. Put you over there. Come on, I'm putting you over there. There we go. Game is slow to register my clicks sometimes, so just bear with me a bit here. Okay, so there's those two guys. We don't want you out there. We definitely want you protected. Guess we'll put you up front there. You being there is fine. Sidestepping players out there is fine. This should do okay. Alright, so we were able to get the early lead here and get their star player off the field. They get an extra team reroll this half, but maybe of no consequence, and it's a touchback. For some weird reason, our ball bounced all the way back out of there. And so they're going to go for this side of the field. And I have no idea why their mummies were put all the way back there. I guess they're just going to put cannon fodder to deal with my big boys up front. So this is going to be 3 blocks or 3 die block city on the zombies, I imagine. So I think I'm going to put a mummy like back over here for a cage, I think. And maybe leave this spot open for a blitz if we can get it. Alright, so similar spot there. I guess they put the mummies back there because it's easier to cage with them to protect the ball carrier if they're on the sides here. And then just put the cannon fodder in the middle to get knocked around. Alright, so they have blocks, so that works out for them. No injury, which is good for us. 2 die against does not work out so well for them, but it also didn't hurt them terribly either, so... And that one did hurt them. And it hurt them again, so let's see how these guys like a taste of their own medicine. And no injury, but we got them knocked down. And it frees up the big man for a blitz, I think. We can knock him off the ball here, or knock him back over here, then we can blitz with the big man for a 3-die blitz, I assume. Let's go ahead and move people and stand people up first. Yeah, so the big man our big man Croc Hunter can get in there. I think what we're going to do is we're going to send you over here for an assist on the zombie for a block there. And then you can probably get... Yeah, I guess we need an assist up there on that zombie to we need to prevent the assist from that zombie to get a 3-die block, so we can still potentially do that with, I think... We can get in with him, and then by making the block on this zombie right here, we can maybe at least push him to this square right there, and then we can free up a Skink and a Saurus. So I might do that before making a blitz, because this is a 3-die block now, I think. Yep. So a 3-die block with the reroll, if we need it. I think we'll just go ahead and take that and free up some players. Okay, let's move them away. And let's go ahead and stay here. Alright, so no injury, but we do get a stun. That's not bad. Not a bad start. And then I want to keep one skink free to potentially pick up the ball here, so let's go ahead and get a player with sidestep over here to cover the sideline and have an assist on him for a blitz. And then it opens up an area for my guard Saurus to get in there as well, so I might consider doing that here. Let's go ahead and get you right there for an assist. And then I can get you right there, and then I can have him pick up the ball. Or I don't know, maybe I want to have... Well, you have sidestep though, so having you right here is actually not bad. Let's just get you right on the ball. And then I think we need to make this block first. I think we might want to get you over here and then have that assist and have you in that tackle zone area. Right, so it's still only a 2-die block, but it's still a good block, so... And we do get it. And we're not going to follow it up because we need a spot to blitz from with our big man. And we're going to have to go for it here because we made a bit of a wall here, but I'm willing to take it. It's a risk that's worth taking. Alright, so we get the going for it. He has dodge, so I'm going to... Well, I guess I'm just going to have to live with this. And let's go ahead and follow it up. I'm just going to have to live with that. That's okay. And then let's just go ahead and get you over here to... I mean, they can blitz him, obviously, but making it to where they can't swoop around with the ball carrier here, probably the best thing. So he's at risk for a blitz, but I doubt that they're going to blitz him. They're probably going to try and open up a lane in the middle here. They could potentially run down through here, but then they would get surrounded by my guys, so... I assume what they're going to do is they're going to try and run through and get a cage in the middle right here, if they can open up a lane. And that was not a very good blitz on their part. They don't get punished for it, though. That's unfortunate that he goes down. And he gets stunned in the process, so... But they did use their blitz on that, so we still have plenty of guys here that are free to knock the ball carrier around on the follow-up turns, so I'm okay with anything here. So I think getting you right there is going to be better. You are still surrounded, of course, but you can dodge out of there next turn if we need you. And now their ball carrier wants to get caged up over here, I think. So they're kind of switching sides a little bit here, and I kind of expected that, so I wanted to force them to go this way instead of looping around over the back here, so that's why I put Axel back here to prevent a loop back. So we can definitely handle this, so that's okay. So the key here is that we can potentially get a 2-die. We can get a 2-die block there. We can get Fly Swatter in here and in on the action. I think putting you there is probably better, so we have more room to move in here. And then what we can do is we can get a 2-die block on him, and even a push would be enough to allow our guard player to get in right here and really cause a lot of problems for them. Before we do that, though, I think we want to get at least him over here. So this will provide some beef up front here that they have to deal with. And now we have some options. If I move you down here, I can get an assist, enough assists on the zombie for a 2-die block. And then even just with a push, I could go ahead and free up Mazda here to go ahead and get in on the action over there. Might be worth it. And then I think we're just going to make this block so that way we can try and get our guard player in this spot right there. Alright, that works out. We're not going to follow up this one. We want to keep him right here. No injury, but a stun. That's good. Now, I could also blitz with my guard player. It would be a 2-die blitz. And I don't think that we would need to go for it with a blitz with him, so it might be worth it. If we knock him down, then we can have Axel pick up the ball. So that might be worth doing here and just blitzing him and then having a guard player next to the ball. So let's go ahead and take it. We can't really get any assists going on here to affect anything, so... Alright, so it doesn't work out, but I'm willing to take the push here. And just accept the fact that we just have to kind of surround the ball carrier now. Let's go ahead and just get you right here then for a 2-die block. Let's go and block him first. See what happens here. Okay, another push. Let's get him next to some of our big men, though. We do make a lane over here to loop him around and prevent him from dodging through. And now we can go ahead and push him, hopefully. Alright, we knock him down. That's excellent. Let's knock him that way, and we are not going to follow. We don't want him to get a free block on us. And then time to move you around on the ball here. Maybe actually right there would be better, because then it's going to be more difficult for their mummy to affect him, because you would have to move around the tackle zones there. And then let's just go for one dodge first, see if it works. Okay, it does work. And then let's go ahead and see if we can get around here, I guess. Let's go to this one. Okay. And then I want to get away from the mummy here. Okay, that works out too. Alright, so I just wanted to get around to this side to try and prevent them from being able to continue going that direction effectively. And so I have players back here that are going to be difficult to get through, and I have a guard player right in the middle to prevent the assists from happening all that much. So they're probably going to try and block our guard player into the ground. But they are unsuccessful so far. That is a weird blitz, but... Yep, and it cost them. Will it cost them again? It does not, but they do not get him on the ground. And so that's the important thing. We still have the ball carrier surrounded, and their mummy is also kind of surrounded here. He has blocks, so that works out for them. He is the 6th strength mummy, so it's going to be difficult to knock him down, but I think we're still okay in this situation, so let's see if we can get him next to their other mummy. He can get a 2-die block on their mummy here, so I think this is worth it to get him on that guy. We got Croc Hunter going up against the mummified. So that's interesting. So if we can somehow push through with our guard player, then we can get an assist in on the ball carrier with him being right next to him. So we can get you in here for an assist on a block there, or to deny an assist right here. Oh, we have to dodge to get there. Okay, so let's just move you over there. And we'll keep you there for now. We might want to dodge out Axel of the Lake later on in the turn so they don't get hit by the mummy. Okay, so I think now that we should have a 2-die block here, I think we could try and get our guard player in there, then try and free up for a blitz. So let's see what we can do here. I think we need to re-roll that, because both down does not help us at all. And we do get kind of a bad block here, but you know, sometimes those things happen. We got our big player up and going at least this time, so it's kind of unfortunate that they're going to get a free block on Axel there, but alright, so sidestep. Gets knocked down. Not injured though, that's good. Another 3-die block and it works out. Let's just move right there, I guess. And they do get a stun, so that's not good. But now they're going next to the sideline, so this actually is kind of good for us because it's going to be difficult for them to score next turn now. They honestly should have tried going way more forward there to try and have a chance at scoring, so... And let's see how this one works out. Injury. He is injured. No long-term effect, though. Okay, so I can handle that. Alright, Axel, so you're not going to get any more star player points this match, but we did get you leveled up before you went down, so... And we'll sidestep that direction this time. And they do not get punished here, so we'll just go ahead and do this, I guess. And they get a KO, but close to halftime, we'll get him back pretty soon here, so that's not going to be too terrible for us, I think. Alright, so essentially they can't score here, so... you have sure feet, so you can get next to him. Let's go ahead and stand you up, I guess, so you can get an assist for some blocks, I guess. And then, I guess we can stand you up and try and get you in here to assist with that block. Dodging you out makes you not going to have to worry about injury. I guess you might be able to get out of there for a blitz of some kind. Maybe we can surf the ball carrier and push him. You can also potentially get next to the ball carrier, but you would have to blitz and, or not blitz, but go for it. Let's just go and take the 3-die block first and see how this works out. Okay, so we get him down. And let's just go ahead and stay here. Could have followed up to get another assist on him, but I don't think it would make any difference on that one. And then we can get a 2-die here, so let's just go and do this so we don't have to dodge out as much. Okay, push is fine. Does mean less dodging that we have to worry about here, so... So, getting the sure feet player going for it on a blitz, probably better. And then we can get maybe one assist here. Let's see if we can go for it with a reroll. Alright, so we have to use a team reroll for this, so let's do that. And let's go for it again for an assist. Come on, let's go. Alright, so we at least got that. And now he has a built-in reroll for going for it, so we can afford to try and get a push here out of bounds. Well, he has sidestep, though. Oh, gosh dog it. Sidestep kind of complicates that plan. Alright, so let's go for a 2-die block, then we'll go for the 1-die blitz. And see how it all works out. Maybe we can get him in for an assist, too, while we're at it. Let's go ahead and push him. Alright, so we're going to knock down on him. Let's go ahead and stay. Now, since we have one more turn here, what I could do is I could, depending on how this blitz goes, if I somehow knock him down, then I could pick up the ball with him, or I could get him into scoring position, and then I could try scoring next turn by some miracle. Excuse me, by some miracle. So let's just go ahead and do the blitz and hope we can get a knockdown here. Alright, so it's just a push, so that's not going to do anything for us. And let's just go ahead and stay here. And then we might as well get him in scoring position and dodge him out of harm's way. Let's dodge him out. And he does not dodge out. Okay. And he's stunned. Well, okay, so we're not... I don't think we're going to be able to score. I don't know, can you get in scoring position? You don't have sure feet or plus movement, so... Yeah, if he had sure feet, would that be enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2 going for it. So yeah, that would be difficult, but possible. If we can jar the ball out of his hands somehow. We have one assist over. We can get one assist on a blitz. Our guard players are a bit tied up at the moment, so I don't know if we're going to get any more than that. Yeah, it's kind of meaningless to try dodging out of there now, because he isn't in scoring position for how much time they have left, so it's kind of irrelevant. And they're both down. Okay. Alright, so we do have the big man freed up now that the both down kind of got those guys out of the way. You're not in scoring position. I don't think any of us are in scoring position now because you got knocked down, so... We're not going to be able to score here, but that's okay. It would have been difficult to score without one of our +1 movement speed boost guys in there. I could try completing a pass, though, if I can get in there for a blitz. That's an interesting proposition here. What can we do with you? I mean, we can get an assist on the zombie there for a 2-die block, I guess. Because if I want to blitz the ball carrier, I kind of have to, you know, do things a certain way here, so... See if we can get him in there for a block later. We have one reroll left, so we have to use it for something here. If I block him in there, then I can open up a dodging lane. And then, if I get a full knockdown on the zombie, then I can get some assists for a blitz. And then I could try completing a pass with somebody to get some star player points here. Yeah, I think we'll try doing that. Let's just go ahead and make this block first and see how things turn out. Okay, so we get him on the ground. We'll knock him down over there, and we will follow. Alrighty, and then we'll go ahead and get you in there for an assist, I hope. Does he have tackle? He does not. Let's see if we can dodge him through there for an assist. We do. And then I think you can get a 2-die blitz on him. That's the best we can do, I think. And then we can dodge him out, I think, and have him throw a pass to somebody if he picks the ball up. So let's go ahead and do this then. Best we can do to try and farm out some star player points. And we do get the knockdown, at least. That's good news. And we're going to stay because we want someone else to handle the ball here and get the pickup. And then let's go ahead and get you over here for the pickup. Fingers crossed. We do get the pickup. And then this would be, I think, a quick pass. Does anyone here have catch? No. Let's see. Yeah, none of my skink here have catch, so it'll be a bit of a difficult pass to make, but let's just go ahead and do it now. And we do get it. So that's something. And now time to make some 2-die blocks here at the end of the turn. See if we can get some injuries going here. Get our big men some star player points. No injury there. Let's dodge you out for an assist here. And then let's see if we can try knocking this guy down. Just a push. We'll re-roll it. We have one. This is the last turn, so it's worth it to try. Might as well. And let's see if we can knock him down. Get him an injury? No. Okay. Well. Alright, so we were able to get at least one score there. We had trouble getting their 4 agility ghoul on the ground in this half, but we have the lead. We get the ball to start the second half. And so I'm looking forward to seeing how we can deal with this unearthly heat here that's kind of eating our bench a little bit. Alright, we get the KO player back. So did the heat keep them out once again? Let's see. Sweltering heat. We rolled another one. We rolled another one for the sweltering heat, but at least he's not a valuable player, so at least we have our better players that are going to be able to go in here. Okay, so now that we're on offense, I still think that we want our Sauruses in here for this one. Sure feet is going to be nice here. Let's take Chakawet out. I could probably, again, try to preserve one of my better players here. Yeah, so one of my movement speed players is out, but we have another one here and some sure feet players. Let's go ahead and take you out of the game, and we can, again, save some players from potentially getting injured here, and we have better chances of getting players close to leveling up, at least. We can actually just try and set up to go for a particular side here. We set people up in a certain way. Let's have you set up over there. And then we'll put our guard player over here. Let's go ahead and put you over there, and then let's go ahead and get the big man out on the edge. We're going to, at all costs, try and get the ball to the left side of the field here. And then we're going to put you over here for some tackle zones. then let's go ahead and put you out on the right side here as a bit of a safety net. Let's put you down here. Let's see, you have catch, so I want to throw the ball to you if possible. Let's go and put you over there, and then we'll go ahead and put one sidestepping player down here in case we need to pick up the ball with someone like him. And I think this will do okay. Spent a little while to figure out my setup there, but the sweltering heat kind of kept some players out, so we got some brilliant coaching here. And we got the ball in a decently good spot for pick up and throw. I could also just try picking it up with my movement speed player. Let's go ahead and get you up here close to the ball first. So yeah, I have my guard player in there to provide some assists for my other players. Let's see, yeah, you're a good candidate for picking up the ball and making a pass here. And then I think getting you over here for an assist maybe could be good. I could also just blitz with him, but I think getting him right there is good. Okay, we get him in there. And I think we can make a 3-die blitz here with the guard players. Alright, so we can't get it yet. I think we need to knock him down or push him to do it first. I think we're going to go ahead and do this. Never mind, that would be a bit difficult. What about you? Okay, so if we push him from there, let's see if we can push the zombie out of the way. Alright, so pushing is good enough. And we're going to go ahead and stay to keep the assist. Now this would be a 3-die blitz, so we're going to do this first. Clear an area on the left side here, and we do. And let's get him over there, away from providing assists for anything. And then let's go ahead and get you on the left side to cover more area. Now, what do we do? You can also get a 2-die... Well, I guess we can't because this player has guard. Oh, rats. Okay, well that's okay. And I guess you being there is fine. If we fumble this pickup for whatever reason. Then I think I want to just get you in position to catch the ball over here, I think. That's probably a safe spot to catch it. And then we're going to get you right over here in case things go poorly with the pickup here. And then we're going to leave him there for now. We might move him if the pickup is successful here. Okay, and so now that we have that, let's go ahead and get you over here and throw a pass. We have a reroll for this, and I'm okay with that. And so we have him with catch. And we get the catch. If the pass is successful, then usually that's going to go pretty well for us. So now let's get you over here a little bit more. And then let's go ahead and get you next to the ball carrier. We have a nice little wall going here. And we'll do a 1-die block here so we can get a push. We do. Yeah, push there is fine. And this is just a 2-die against because he has 6 strength, so we're not going to be able to do anything there, and that'll be the end of the turn. So they are going to be able to blitz one of my skink over here. I'm just going to have to accept that once again. But I have the wall set up there. Their ghouls and their whites aren't going to be able to go all the way around to get to him. They would have to dodge through to get there. This ghoul could potentially dodge through because he has dodge and 4 agility to try and get a 2-die blitz there, but I don't think they're going to do that. Yeah, I have a nice little wall set up here. They do have one tackle zone taken up there, but we can very easily blitz the zombie there. We should be able to definitely get a 3-die blitz on the zombie if we can get the guard up there going. There's our 3-die blitz, but we have dodge, so not going to happen. Not going to be too much happening over here. And we'll get him over there away from the other players. So now he can dodge out of there. He only needs to dodge once. And so pushing him back there is actually not bad, because now we have him surrounded and can potentially get a 2-die block on him. 2-die block on him and just getting him on the ground would be very nice. I could even get us around with Munditeek here and dodge him out. So I guess first order of business, I want to get him, or maybe not him, maybe we just want to move him to get up on the zombie here, provide an assist for a blitz. And then you have guards, so you can get another assist. That might be enough for a 3-die block. I don't know, 3-die blitz, 3-die block, whatever you want to call it. You can also blitz him there, but if Bonehead activates on my blitz, then that kind of fouls things up. So, and with Loner, I can't really reroll the Bonehead rerolls all that well. So let's just go ahead and get him in there. And then I think we might just want to get you over here just around. And hopefully free up our big lizard dudes over here. And then let's twirl you over here maybe. Oops, I don't think I can run all the way over there until I deal with the mummy. So let's go ahead and make a block with him then, and see if we can move him around. I think he has stand firm, so he's going to sit there until we knock him around. Let's try you then, and see if you can get a good block on him. We get him down, that's good. We free up our guard player, and that's the important part here. So now we have both of our guard players up over here. And then let's go ahead and just move you out of here. Where do we want to move you to? Let's just go ahead and move you over here. Keep this area at bay. And then let's go ahead and just blitz from over here. It's still only a 2-die, but even a push can be helpful for us, so we'll take it. Right, we get him on the ground. Let's see if we can get an injury. Let's keep him next to our big dudes this time. We're going to follow. No injury, sadly, but we do have some area locked down over here. And now is the time to decide what we're going to do here. We could go ahead and try throwing again It's possible. I think I move you right there. And then I dodge you over here. Alright, so I wasn't able to move my ball carrier, but that's okay. Kind of ran out of time at the end there. It was just not keeping track of time very well. That is one of my flaws. I do take a little while on my turns to kind of figure out what I'm going to do and set things up, so that is a bit of a flaw in my game planning. But the key here is that we have the sideline open here, so getting any of their players into there to have a tackle zone there, they can get right there, and that's basically the closest that they can get to blocking the sideline. So there's 6 strength players getting up again. And they're going to blitz to get next to the ball carrier. Not bad by them. And we'll sidestep over here. And they don't follow it up, so that's kind of weird. Would have been more advantageous to get someone next to the ball carrier. 2 die against, doesn't really work out for them. Alright, so we want to stand you up and have you tying up the ghoul back here for whatever might happen. It is their 4 agility ghoul, so preventing him from just getting in on the ball carrier and getting a pickup on the ball is not bad, so we'll take it. And then they have a guy down there, and then we can free up for a blitz on that zombie right there who has block, but block isn't too relevant for us. It just basically means if we get both down, then both down is even worse for us than it already is, so you, however, having 6 strength, can definitely get some blocks in here. I think taking care of the white is probably the first order of business. And we can't do anything about boneheads, so that's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and get you in here for an assist then. It's still only a 2 die because the guard player got boneheaded, but that's okay. We can get a 2 die there though, and then maybe with that assist we can get 3 dice, so I think that's worth doing here before doing anything with the ball carrier. Okay, a push is good enough. Because you have guard, we don't have to worry about the other tackle zones, so... And then let's get the 3 die block there that we need. Push is good enough. And then we will follow up on that. Keep someone next to the zombie. And then I think we just want to get you right here. And blitz from there. I think even a push will be good enough here. So we have more of a wall set up here. Okay, we get him on the ground. And let's follow it up. And so we're just trying to make sure that we can cover some ground here and keep them from running all around us, basically. So I may not even want to fumble around with the idea of throwing the ball again, so... We have a movement speed player with the ball. Let's just go ahead and get him running up the sideline here. I think we want to put him right there, so that way if they follow up on a block, they're not going to be able to get too close to my ball carrier for the next turn after this one. You do not have sidestep. So I don't want to have you right next to the sideline, but having you right there is okay, I think. And I think we definitely want to try dodging you out of there. I think we're going to dodge, we might as well just dodge from right there, I guess. And then let's try dodging you over here. Let's see if we can get you out of there. No, it doesn't work. Alright. Alright, so we do leave a little bit of a gap right there, but the backside is still fairly well covered here. So yeah, if the bonehead didn't happen, then I'd feel a bit more comfortable about all of this, but it did happen, so it's just the nature of the game, and rolling double ones on a dodge does happen, so sometimes you just have to take the good with the bad. So once again, the AI doesn't seem too keen on trying to attack the ball directly, or try and dodge a white through to prevent a score from us. It looks like they're just accepting the fact that they're probably going to lose at this point, and they're just trying to go ahead and bash us in to set up for future matches, maybe. But and they free up one of our Lizardmen here, so let's just go ahead and get you over here. I guess we'll just tie up the mummy here, even though he has a 2-die block on him by default. We have some guard players in here helping you out, so it's not going to be too risky. So you can get a 3-die block there. I guess the question is, do I want to throw a pass here? Because I can get him leveled up. I can get Mazda leveled up here. Let's go ahead and move you around over here. If I throw a pass and get Mazda leveled up, I think I'm okay with that. We'll leave you on the ground. I don't want you getting knocked around and hurt. Let's go with the 3-die block first, though, and get your guard activated again by not being boneheaded. And an injury, maybe? Alright, just a stun, but again, that's okay in case things go poorly here with like the passing attempt, then we have that on our hands, so I guess if we're going to make a block, we might want to do it down here first. See if we can just make some blocks here. Get some knockdowns, some injuries would be good too. And let's go ahead and just stay here and have a tackle zone there that they have to go through. Ooh, an injury. Injury is good. I like injuries. Not in real life, obviously, but I do enjoy the star player points that are accumulated from them. And then let's get the 2-die block there. Excellent. Knock around their zombies a bit more. I guess we're going to follow it up. I mean, this area over there is already open. Oh, never mind. I misclicked there, but that's okay. It's hopefully not going to be too relevant here. But they do have a lane up here that they can potentially dodge a white through. So it does make passing the ball here advantageous, where the ball is going to go this direction. So that way, in case we miss on the pass, then we're still going to be okay here. And then let's go ahead and take care of... I guess we'll just take care of this one right here, I guess. He has blocks, so getting him on the ground probably better. And let's follow it up. And then let's go ahead and just make the pass now. I might want to move to a different spot to make the pass. Yeah, maybe moving right here and making the pass first is probably better. That way, if we fumble the pass for whatever reason, then at least it's going to land over here where we have much better positioning on it. If he fumbles the pass, we will re-roll it. We have only 5 turns left anyway, so we need to use the re-roll on something here. And we fumble that, but that's okay. The ball is still surrounded by Skink here, and they don't have an easy way to get to the ball here, which is the important part. Getting to the ball for them is just kind of asking a lot. Their zombies are not really going to be able to dodge around anywhere, so... And we certainly can just draw things out and just play Ring Around the Rosie and then just pass the ball back and forth to each other before scoring. I could also just try picking the ball up with Mazda here and then get him into the end zone. Might be the safer play, but you don't always have to go with the safer play in my experience. So I think standing you up is probably going to be good. Tie up the ghoul there. And then we'll dodge you out of there later if we can, but I'm not counting on it. I think the first thing we obviously want to do is just blitz this zombie right here that's trying to get in there. I guess the question is, can we get 3 dice on him or not? I think we move you around here. Let's get next to the ball. Get it covered up in case things go poorly somehow, in some way. And then we can get you in. Well, I think we want to score with him, so let's go ahead and get you in here for another assist. And again, just having one more player that's just covering a wall with the ball here. And then we can get a 3-die blitz here. I think that's good enough. 3-die blitz, usually pretty reliable. Pretty difficult to have both downs happen here. And then we'll follow up the block here and keep the zombie covered. So he's stunned, so I guess maybe what I just want to do is I just want to get you back over here then. Since we don't have to worry about the zombie on the next turn at least, so he covers an area over there, so you have to run all the way around to get towards the ball. You have a 3-die block once again over there, so I think that might also be something good to do before picking up the ball. Okay, we do get it. Let's move him back over there, and you know what, let's go ahead and follow this up since we get him in the middle there. And we killed him! Wow. Okay, so we killed a zombie. We finally get some injuries for ourselves. And get these star player points racked up here. And then that means that you can get into a better position over here to kind of keep things tied up. We just have a bit of a wall going here, so it's going to be difficult for them to get through there. And then that's still just a 2-die. Now let's just go ahead and take it. The ball's in a pretty safe spot regardless, so... And then let's move him... I guess we'll just move him right there and keep him tied up with one of our guys. I guess the mummy here... He's going to have to go for it to get to anywhere of consequence, so we're not going to worry about him. So let's see if we can, once again, try and throw the ball here. Maybe we're just going to put Mazda over here instead, away from all of their fast players. think right there is a good spot to try and receive it. Alright, let's go for the pickup now. We do get the pickup. And then we'll just pass it from right here. We have some players around us, and so let's see if we can do it. Inaccurate. You know, we're not going to re-roll it. And we're not going to re-roll that either. It'll be okay. We have more chances here. I mean, it's certainly worth trying to re-roll sometimes because there's only so many turns left, but if the ball's on the ground, that's fine, you know. I think that an inaccurate pass is probably better than fumbling the pass on a natural 1 or 2 or something, so we're still going to have 3 more chances to score here, and they're not going to really be able to do much about it, so. And we sidestep to make their life living hell here, so. So now they can't go that direction without dodging, and they're going to blitz over there, which is again puzzling, but that's what they're choosing to do, so. We're just kind of stalling things out here and just trying to farm some star player points, and we're not going to be able to lose the match at this point. I mean, technically they could get a draw here if they got into scoring position with somebody, but the AI is usually not smart enough to try doing that for whatever reason, so. So let's get you in over there. At least we have another tackle zone in that direction, and then let's just go ahead and move you over there. If we miss a pass going in that direction, they don't have anyone close by to really do much. And then we can probably just go ahead and maybe just make a simple blitz down here, I guess. I think we just get you. That zombie's probably not going anywhere anytime soon, so let's just go ahead and I think we just move you over here. We have a tackle zone kind of in that area. Then would this be a 3-die blitz? Not yet. Okay, so we could just get an assist with you over here, and then that would be a 3-die blitz, I believe. Probably worth it. Higher chance of getting an injury roll here, and then we can maybe free up our guard player for getting in somewhere else. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this then. Again, the ball is in a really safe spot, so if things fell up here, then we're still okay. And we'll go ahead and stay. And we'll back out of here to keep the ball a bit covered up with a bit of a wall going here. And then you with guard, you're just going to nestle yourself right here. And then you are going to well, that's only a 2-die? How is that only a 2-die? I thought it's usually a 3-die if it's a 3-strength player, but I guess not. Alright, so since I can actually get a reroll with you going without loner, let's do you first. And let's put him next to the big man here, and let's follow it up. Injury? Nope. But a stun. Stun is good. And then I could just dodge you out first with a reroll. We have a built-in reroll, so it's all good. Maybe it's just time to get you out of here. Yeah, maybe we just actually want to go back here on second thought. And now let's do the 2-die block with you, then we'll make the pass later. Okay, so we get this one. You have to do it a bit quickly here. Let's go ahead and stay, actually. I could tie up their guys there, but they have a mummy that could get a 2-die block on him with the assists going on. Let's get this in here. He fumbles the pickup. I think this is worth using a reroll on. And make a pass. Do we get it? We do. Alright, so we got that star player point. And so all is well in the world once again, so. I don't think we'll risk another pass now that we finally have the ball and we can level up Mazda here. Alright, so we have essentially won the match now. There's absolutely no way that they're going to be able to do anything about this. I don't even think that they're going to be able to get the ball away from us, so let's just stick over here. Might be better. So now we have more tackle zones kind of covered up there that they have to worry about. They do get a knockdown there, but no injury. Alright, so let's see how much punishment that we can inflict on them for running it in for a score here. I'm not going to stand him up. We could go ahead and knock around this zombie here. Let's go ahead and maybe do that. And then we can get a blitz on the ghoul there as well. And we could potentially free up our guard player. Yeah, if we free up our guard player, we might be able to get a 3-die blitz on him. Let's go and move you over here. Let's get you in for another assist right there. And then we have a 2-die block there. We can free up the guard player to move right here for another assist. Then move around to get a 3-die block for a blitz on him. And then I guess maybe for some insurance, we'll move you over... over here I think would be good. Or I don't know, it's kind of hard to say where I should put him as insurance in case things go poorly. Maybe over there's better. We have some tackle zones kind of established here already. That's not good. We need to re-roll that one. Okay, so we get the good re-roll at least. And let's just go ahead and stay here, away from him. And now we want to get you right there for the assist. The guard assist coming into action. And then if we blitz from right there, that should be a 3-die block, and I'm okay taking that without a reroll, so... And what is that? Both down. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. Alright, so they do have a bit of a dodge lane open up there. You know, I maybe should have just moved my ball carrier first before doing all that, but I don't think that they're going to try and run through there unless they are able to knock him down somehow. And they get the both down. Oh, that sucks for us. But we can easily blitz him, though. Yep, I definitely should have moved my ball carrier before doing all that. So I caused Mazda to level up. I'm sorry, Mazda. I did not intend for all that to happen. Obviously. Let's go ahead and... Well, I don't think that really matters. Our players aren't fast enough to move over there to do much. Yeah, we need to keep that lane over there open, so... So I think what we do is we get you over here. I don't think we want to blitz with you. And we can get you over here. So we have some assists now. And then I think we can get Tenqulaticus. I might want to save some Skink to be able to pick up the ball, maybe. That's a 2-die. I have to dodge you out to be able to get an assist, so... You know, if we're going to throw a pass, we might just get him in the end zone. I don't know. I do not know here. Let's get you in. I guess let's just get you over here. Let's just get the assists over there first before doing anything. Maybe blocking from here might actually be better. Yeah, maybe over there might be better so we can loop in under there to get the ball somehow. Let's do this. 3-die blitz. And we do get the knockdown here, so we can score. Depends where the ball lands. Okay, so that's good enough. We can get you to pick up the ball and score. Is there anything else I want to do before doing that? Probably not. And I think I just want to save the team reroll for the pickup here and not really do a whole lot here, so... And then... I guess we'll just put you over there, I guess. Leave you on the ground, and then moment of truth. Will we get the score here? Dodge and pick up here. Dodge works, pickup works, and we're just going to run it in. And we do get the touchdown after all. Mazda, you deserved that because I really fudged that up. I should have moved you over toward the sideline before doing all those other actions. But in the end, we were able to salvage the situation as best we could. And even though it's like throwing an interception, things go very poorly, but you have to come back from the mistakes. And we came back and got another score anyway. So, Mazda levels up, and things are all good here. Things are all good here in the town of the Sea of Red. And the sweltering heat is really doing a number on our guys, but not really of any consequence now that the game is basically over, so... Now we just want to protect our players that we do not want getting hurt. So let's see about putting you guys back here. And then which skink is the one that I want to get their head beat in? Or I guess maybe the more appropriate term, the more diplomatic term is which skink could I afford to lose? And so that answer is Chakowet. Sorry, my man. Once again, you're taking one for the team here, being the least valuable player to us, so we do appreciate your contributions as being able to, again, take one for the team here. So we will reward you after the match if you are still standing. And because there's only one turn left, we don't get a turn of our own. We just have to do this and hope for the best. I do not want my skink getting surrounded for a big 3-die block if I can help it, so... Okay. Brilliant coaching. Okay, that doesn't really matter now, but it's always nice that our coaches are coaching a good game out there, so... And of course, brilliant coaching does matter a lot in real-life pro football. Usually teams that are poorly coached, they do not end up being competitive teams for very long. And they might have some flash-in-the-pan type seasons in real-life football, but if you don't have a good coach to, you know, have that locker room, you know, behind them, and have people believing in what they're doing, and obviously having a good game plan, then, you know, obviously it's hard to win if you don't have the players behind your coach. So, and being able to be a leader of men, as it were. And I guess in our case it would be a leader of Lizardmen, so... Okay, so no injury there. And hopefully no injury here. Alright, so it's just a push. They might still blitz him, however, with their white. I guess not. So I guess they just wanted to feel better about themselves and blitz the skink here. And he does not get injured. Okay, so we escaped without any ghastly type injuries, so we don't turn into any undead here. Or any future undead, maybe, but if one of our players were to unfortunately die, then we don't want the undead to add to their ranks, so those ghastly undead. Alright, let's go to the result here, and so Swatter got our MVP, so he's one step closer to being level 3. And then there's... Yeah, these other teams, they really have to lay off on spending inducements on star players, because they are just getting really unlucky with how many times that their star player that they buy for inducements ends up stealing their MVP award. Oh man, I mean, their players are still pretty well leveled up there, so they're not really hurting for the star player points, but having their inducement players hog the star player points, that's definitely not good for them, in my opinion. So yeah, we definitely were more active getting injuries as well as getting touchdowns and a couple passing plays in there as well. And Croc Hunter was able to get an injury in there with his hulking 6 strength that we had going with him. Yeah, so the 6 strength definitely worked out very well for us this time. Getting 3-die blocks of him was very doable most of the time, so I enjoyed that immensely. Yeah, I definitely think it was the right choice getting Croc Hunter the 6 strength instead of getting another skill like block or something like that. I'm still curious to know how he got Prehensile Tail, because I'm very certain that he did not have that before. And I doubt that that's something that you get as part of entering this tournament or whatever it is. So, like, I mean, maybe I missed that last time and I just didn't catch it because I was so excited about the +1 strength. Like, I know mutations can happen with, like, the non-humanoid teams, but usually that's something I assume that you would have to select at, like, level up, right? Maybe it was just a random mutation that happens sometimes, I don't know. Maybe rolling double sixes gives you, like, an automatic mutation without you selecting it, I don't know. But that is a very good mutation, though. It makes it more difficult for players to dodge out of his tackle zones. So if we were able to get, like, another double die roll, then we could get tackle on him, or block. I mean, having tackle and prehensile tail makes it very difficult for people to dodge out of his tackle zones. So because he has prehensile tail, getting tackle from the general skill list might arguably be better than block, because then if we just get him into a tackle zone close to the ball, then dodging out a ball carrier is difficult, getting him on the ground is difficult because of the 6 strength, and we can protect our ball carrier by just having it difficult to dodge through to get a blitz, and guard makes it difficult for them to get a 2-die blitz if he's next to the ball carrier. So lots of good things are going on with Croc Hunter. He is worth his weight in gold right now. That 210k team value, well worth the investment for him. So I'm very glad about that. Alright, so the Mad Basher, let's see what your level up is like here and see what you get for your special goodie. An 11. So agility, probably not worth it for a strength player. I don't think it's worth it. So again, you know, like, agility on him, not very good. 2 agility plus dodge, then maybe we could dodge him out of tackle zones potentially, but probably not worth it to do agility on a bashing player. If it were a movement speed boost, arguably we could turn him into a blitzer with a 7 speed. So movement speed would have been a better boost to get than agility, obviously, because getting 7 movement speed for him would be very, very good. But I think it's just going to be an obvious block here. Getting block is going to be very helpful here on offense and defense. So if someone else gets a both down when they attack him, then both down basically just means that they're going to stay neutral on each other. So that's going to be very, very good for us, because we do not have block yet, and it's become very apparent that we kind of need it now. It does suck to pass up on agility. I would much rather get +1 agility on a Skink here. That would have been much better on a Skink, of course, but you know, getting block is still a very good skill, and I'm happy to have it. So let's see how we get for our Rising Star Axle of the Lake. Alright, so a general agility skill, that's fine. We can get catch on him, which I think is good. Obviously we want to get someone with a passing skill to take advantage of the catching skills here, but I think getting +1 movement speed and catch, definitely a good thing. I could also get sidestep on him, and then hope that maybe I can get like block or something like that, to have block and dodge and sidestep on a player. And maybe potentially, you know, if I get a +1 strength on him, then having sidestep would make for a very good, you know, blitzing type player. But I think the catch is going to be good. Just having more players with catch and more options to throw the ball to somebody is going to help out a lot. And then having 2 9 movement players with catch means that they're going to be very good scoring threats. So, and then some of the players that are still at level 1, we're just going to have to hope. Yeah, we're just going to have to hope that Chakawet and Munditeek here can end up getting a decent level up to make them a good blitzer of some kind. Like getting block would be good. Getting a +1 strength could also be good on one of them. And you might wonder, well, why do you want a +1 strength on a dodging agility type player like them? Well, because they have high movement, that means that they're very good for getting in blitzes from long ranges. So being able to get them in there with something like 3 strength and sidestep and dodge makes it very difficult for them to be dealt with if we want to get them in on an opposing ball carrier. So, and plus making it harder to knock them down in general is also very nice, so they don't just get like a free 2-die blitz on them whenever someone wants. So, and now Mazda, the man of the hour, the man who got the last touchdown for us that he well earned for himself. Ask and you shall receive. Ask and you shall receive. Okay, so getting a passing skill here could be very good for us because the passing skills are generally locked off to us. So pass would be good. And then, let's see, what else do we have? Sure hands would be good. I mean, I think that +1 strength is actually still good on a skink here, because then they are a much better blitzer for us, and they don't get knocked down as easily, and then having them on the sideline is not much of a risk for the guy with sidestep. So +1 strength, sidestep, and then maybe later on we can get something else like sure feet. So dodge, sidestep, 3 strength, and then maybe sure feet for going for it blitzing. Yeah, I think that we're actually going to take the +1 strength here. That seems kind of odd considering that I've built my team around possibly trying to pass the ball here. But usually the double rolls that I'd want to take pass with would be like, you know, double 1, double 2s, double 3s. Basically anything that's not like a double 10 or double 5 or double 6. But we're going to just take the +1 strength and never look back here. This is going to be a golden opportunity. And +1 strength actually it rarely happens. So getting a skink with +1 strength. Now we have 8, 3, 3, 7, which is almost on par with some Elven team blitzers here as far as having 3 strength and sidestep and dodge. Stunty will make it easier for them to get injured, but 3 strength makes it harder for them to get knocked down. And being hard to knock down with dodge and sidestep, that has a lot of value to it, I think. So we have a dodging, sidestepping, 3 strength player, so he's going to be very annoying for the opposing teams to deal with. And I think it's a bit better than getting a passing skill, because like anyone else who gets a double roll, I mean, we can get passing on most of these other players that don't already have catch. So anyone with sure feet and doesn't have catch, then we can go ahead and get them a passing skill, and Chakawet could get one, Munditeek could get one. Yeah, so we have Chakawet and Munditeek here that can get one, and then one of these sure feet players like Swatter or Maz the Daz could also get a passing skill. So yeah, that level up went very well for us. We had to pass up on +1 agility for one of our bashing players, our Mad Basher, but block is going to be very good in the middle of the line there. So we can put guard players, then a blocking player. Block could also be good out on the edges as well to deal with blitzing teams. So I am very satisfied with how that went, and this will be the end of the episode. Our next opponent will be an Amazon team who no doubt will try and annoy us with their dodging shenanigans, but you know what? I think we're going to be able to handle them this time around because we have a 3 strength skink to match up one-on-one against an Amazon player. We have a 6 strength hulking mammoth croc hunter to deal with their tree man in the middle. And we are just, in general, in my opinion, better team than most other teams that we'd face at this point. So I am very satisfied with this resolution for this episode. And I hope that you all enjoyed it, and I hope you all join me next time for this Let's Play of Blood Bowl 2 and the Sea of Red. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas break, and I hope that the new year brings good tidings to everyone all around. Have a good night, and as always, take care.